Well, good afternoon, people. It's Thursday. Oh Lord, well, 29th of May. Had to think about that because I've worked some pretty odd shifts just over the last few days. And I've been buying books. A very wise man once said that there is one book that is sufficient, but 1,000 books would not be too many. But let me go back a little bit. Over the last week, and no more than a week, I've been having an electronic conversation with a very, very dear friend about things that I would like to read and things that I possibly should read. And yeah, we've exchanged a few thoughts on things that should be read. And I said to him yesterday, day before possibly, I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy one of these books. Now, when I said it, I did mean it, but I thought that I was going to have a real struggle. I thought I was going to have to go into major bookshops and order things and go on the internet and get it from some strange corner of a foreign field. But no, I've been out. The reason I went out today after work, I'd run out of vital supplies. I'd run out of biscuits, and well, it's actually against the laws of nature to drink tea without a biscuit. So that was why I went out. And there's a bookshop that is never open. It's a funny little bookshop, second-hand books. And today it was open. And I thought, actually, did I think, or did I thought, I'm going into this bookshop. Now, it's a funny little bookshop. It's about the size of a front room, and it's got bookcases so tight together that it's a bit of a squeeze for a fit chap like me who hasn't got a fat belly. And I looked along the shelves, and then I saw this book. This is the book that I said I was going to buy. This is the book that I thought I was going to have trouble finding. And at the end of my road, it was on a shelf in a bookshop. So I bought it. Now, rather nicely, there's a letter in here, dated May the 24th, 1916. And it's written to the Reverend, can't really read that, but at Asthall in Oxon, that's the abbreviation for Oxfordshire. Dear, I came across a spare copy of Vaughan's Luther today. I'd be pleased if you will accept same. Please do not trouble to acknowledge receipt. So there we are. And when we go to the frontispiece, the page that tells us what the book is and when it was made, it's Martin Luther on the bondage of the will to the Venerable Mr. Erasmus of Rotterdam, 1525. That was when Luther wrote it. Faithfully translated from the original Latin by Edward Thomas Vaughan, Master of Arts, Vicar of St Martin's, Leicester, Rector of Foston, Leicestershire, and sometime Fellow of Trinity College, Cambridge. And this is the 1823 print. It's tatty. I honestly don't know at the moment how I'm going to get on with it. But I'm going to sit down with my tea and my biscuits, and I'm going to start reading this book. Which is dedicated to him who sitteth upon the throne by the side of the invisible Father. So there we are. I wanted a book, I found a book. The man in the shop liked the story as well. Bit of light reading for this afternoon. Well, I've just shown you this book that was printed in 1823, and I've just started working my way through it. This book has never been read. How do I know that? Because the pages have not been cut. It's not a book as we would know it today. It's a binding, and it hasn't been cut. How about that? I shall be the first man to read this book. That's actually a little bit scary, really, isn't it? A book that is almost 200 years old, and no one's read it before me. Right, tea and biscuits.